Hi everybody, welcome to Valley Views, what you see and what you hear in the Coachella Valley. Well, let me tell you, I have been asked so many times to repeat this. It was something that we did, I think it might have been before our Christmas show, but Martin Sheen sent a Christmas card one year, and it was the copy of a note that was written by an elderly lady, and in it, this is what she said. If she had her life to live over again, she wouldn't do anything any differently except she would dance longer, stay up later, sing louder, laugh harder, cry more, just live everything more fully. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Actually, I could have written that. But I hope you'll remember, because a lot of people ask me about it. We are so excited to tell you, if you don't have it already, about Georgia Holt's fantastic CD. She does one song on here with her daughter Cher that is just a treasure. I'm Just Your Yesterday, it's called. And Georgia's title here is Honky Tonk Woman, and she is 88 and can really sing. So if you get a chance, pick that up. Another good Valentine's present. And this I took on the cruise ship and loved. Dancing naked in fuzzy red slippers. And it is absolutely fabulous. So you might want to think about that for a Valentine's present. And my present to you is my show today, because it's super. I have with me the incredible Selby Dunham. And when we talk about BAM, and when we talk about the golf tournament, when we talk about anything that she's involved in, listen up, because it's pretty special. Then we have Sweetheart Couple of the Year. And we have so many fabulous pictures to choose from that we've had several meetings trying to decide which ones. It's Barbara and Jerry Keller, and we are very excited about that. Michael Childers will be here with Terry Cutover, and we're going to talk about One Night Only. What a show. Sit back, relax, enjoy Valley Views. Be right back.
Spotlight 29 Casino presents Martina McBride, The Everlasting Tour. Thursday, February 26th, 8 p.m. Spotlight 29 showroom. Grammy winner Martina McBride. Performing songs from her new smash album, Everlasting. Tickets are on sale now at Spotlight 29 box office or spotlight29.com. Martina McBride, Spotlight 29 Casino, the Valley's best bet.
I know the date, March 15th. My Jackson James Daly was born on March 15th, and a fabulous event here is BAM, and with me is Selby Dunham. Tell me more.
Well, it's so good to be here again. Last year was so much fun, and this year it's going to be even more fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So on March 15th is a Night of Miracles, and it is a huge fun event at Bighorn at our events area, which is around the pool, and we have a stage. We have
so
a
beautiful
band, dancing, silent auction, some live auction items, and a paddle up. But it's mainly about raising money and having fun.
There you go.
Yeah.
Two things that go together well.
Yes.
Especially here in the Coachella Valley.
Yeah.
I think people here are just so giving.
They are. They are so philanthropic, and they care so much about the people that live and work right here in our valley. And Bighorn BAM, which is Behind a Miracle, we raise funds for cancer patients, and specifically the Lucy Curci Cancer Center, the Bighorn Radiation Oncology Center, the Pendleton Foundation, and now with Eisenhower stretching from east to west valley,
yeah,
we're we spread the whole valley now.
So then how do you do that? How do you determine how much goes to? I don't know how that would work.
Well, what we do is we get a wish list from Eisenhower,
okay,
and specifically the Cancer Center, and the needs, what they need for the Arduous Center or for the Palm Springs Center. And most of the money is at the main campus, but we do fund equipment and things that they need for cancer patients throughout the valley.
Because you know what? I don't think people stop and think what a cancer patient needs. I mean, they have their families, and they have hopefully the support of the people who love them, but there are so many things that they do need.
And this is true, and oftentimes, not often, but sometimes there are people that don't have the great support systems
unfortunately.
I was lucky enough to have, and many people are lucky enough to have, but there are those that don't have it, and that's where, you know, we can provide all the equipment, we can provide all of these things, which we do, but if you can't get there, let's say.
Yes.
Well, then what we do is we provide the transportation, so you can go get your radiation, you can get your chemotherapy, and round-trip rides for you and a companion. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, we've given over 7,500 round-trip rides.
And tell me, remember about the lady?
Yes, Alice.
Alice.
Yes, she was getting her radiation the same time I was, and she had breast cancer just like I did, and she missed her appointment. And I had some aloe vera for her, and I asked Denny. I said, "Where's Alice?" And he said she missed her bus. And I was just, I couldn't believe that she took the bus from Indio to Eisenhower to get her daily radiation treatment. So when BAM came about, I saw a need there, and the hospital certainly had a need, and we created the rides system. So.
And funny thing, when you told the story the first time, I cried, and I'm fighting them back right here. My guys have tissue standing by, though. It'll be all right. But I think that's the beauty of what you do, because you find out what the real true needs are, and then you set about making it happen.
Right. And one of the foundations we support is the Pendleton Foundation, which is an organization here that helps cancer patients right in the Valley, and they help them with gas cards, food cards, help pay utilities, because some of these people, when they're going through their treatments, they can't work. And if they can't work, they don't have the income. And if they don't have the income, how are they supposed to pay these things and concentrate on their healing and getting better? And so the Pendleton Foundation is a wonderful group, and we're just thrilled and so happy to support them in their endeavors too.
That's kind of new to me. That's really, really fantastic.
They're a great organization.
Let me ask you something, like just personally, and there are many people at home who will understand. So when you go through whatever you go through, and you are well, you are fine, isn't it difficult to go back for the testing, like yearly or?
And I think, especially at the beginning, because now. February 17th is 10 years since my diagnosis.
Oh.
I know. And it's a huge milestone. And I get tested every 6 months. And I think in the beginning it's very stressful, because you keep wondering if it's going to come back.
Everybody,
right. And even now, it's less stressful, I think, because I'm 10 years out.
Sure.
And I know that with our technology, because of our equipment that we have at Eisenhower, and in going every 6 months, even the tiniest little, like a grain of rice, they'll be able to see.
Yeah.
And so I feel confident in that, but yeah, 10 years.
But see, I think that's another reason why you work so hard. To make it possible for ladies to have their tests and to know what's happening with their bodies.
Right. And I think you hit on a key point. Listen to your bodies.
Yeah.
And that's very key, because no one else knows your body as well as you do.
Right.
And if you feel like something's a little off, not that it's going to be cancer,
Sure.
but at least pay attention to it.
And you need to know anyway.
Yes.
I'm getting the high sign, but tell me about the golf tournament.
Okay, the golf tournament, we call it the BAM week, because we have Night of Miracles, which is on the 15th, and then the caddy auction and golf tournament is the same week, March 18th and 19th. Caddy auction raises the funds for this transportation, and then the golf tournament.
Wow, what a week.
It is. It's a big week.
All the best.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Thank you. Always good to see you too.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Ever wonder about what he's doing? How it all
I think that you can tell a really wonderful couple when she dots his I's and he crosses her T's. And that's the couple that we have chosen for our sweetheart couple, not for the month of February, but for the year 2015. They're amazing. To my right, Barbara and Jerry Keller.
Thank you, Patty.
You guys are so amazing.
Thank you, and we are so honored, really honored.
Yeah, I mean, you've had so many honors in your lifetime.
Yes, but the ones
both of you.
when we're together are really very, very special to us.
Well, it's an interesting subject because to me, I'm a real romantic, and so that's what I was saying to you when I had not met you or had not seen the two of you together, and we were doing the red carpet for P-Swift, and I saw you coming, and I thought, whoa. And if you know one part of a couple, you kind of envision who the other side should be, and you hope that it's equally wonderful. And I couldn't believe the two of you. And then I think the next year, I think you had your grandchildren.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
They came with us.
Yes.
Yeah, they were with you, and I thought, amazing. And so
the part I loved most about that was that in the paper it said Barbara Keller and her nephews, with my grandsons, and they are 10 years younger than our oldest grandchildren. So I thought, yes.
And it said she was there with her father.
No, honey.
oh no,
Jerry Keller.
no. And how's your dad?
My 102 and 3/4-year-old dad is pretty phenomenal.
He is amazing. He is the most upbeat, interested person you'll ever meet.
I love
He
it.
gets up every morning and he oil paints.
Oil paints.
And then later on in the day he'll do Scrabble, or what do you call it?
Words with Friends.
What is this new Scrabble? Words with Friends.
And he does a few crossword puzzles a day, and he reads, and he'll finish a book and say to me, I don't want to start another book today, and I say, good, Daddy, because I'm the one who puts them all on his iPad for him, and 4 a week is enough.
But what's interesting, he says, I read 1,000 pages today in this book. And of course, it's big type
Okay.
on his iPad. He's terrific, and he's He's a good artist.
Is he?
He does beautiful oil paintings.
And a good person.
Yeah.
Oh, a good person. Yeah, that's what you've always said.
I'm his sales agent,
Right.
and we'll get one for you.
Oh, I would.
An original Marvin.
Oh my goodness, I would be like over the moon.
And now he's watching this, and he won't stop laughing.
Oh,
That's
and
my Jerry.
Please, let Jerry do what he just said, please.
Okay.
I would love it if you would tell the story, because we just got finished with the holidays,
Right.
and Christmas and New Year's, and so tell me what happened with your children when they got a little older and married.
Well, Jerry and I are together 34 years, and we each had 2 children. We each have 2 children, and when they got old enough to be married, we decided that since 3 out of 4 of them married Christians and 1 married someone Jewish, that we would tell the 3 who married Christians, why don't you guys all just have your holiday, have the Christmas holiday with your families, and from the 26th on, you come and stay with us. And of course, the one who married someone Jewish is the only one with a Christmas tree in her house. But they all come to us from the 26th through New Year's, and we now have 7 grandchildren, and it's really quite extraordinary.
I just
Wonderful, beautiful blended family.
It's one big, fun group.
Oh, I can
and they
only
all love each
imagine.
other. And Barbara's former husband also stays with us, and his wife,
That's
and
true.
he's part of our extended family.
They
Oh, I
are,
love.
yes.
I have chills.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Our kids love him. Everybody loves him.
I think
and his
that's
new wife.
wonderful.
They're just a really good couple.
And it makes it fabulous for the grandkids.
Everybody's comfortable,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's most important.
most important.
You want the kids to be comfortable, and that's what we try to do.
I hear you.
And it
Well, I
works.
bet they can't wait to get to you. That's
They
what I
can.
bet.
They love coming here. They do. We used to go to Cabo, but now they are. I think they're at least as happy coming here to the desert. And I was saying to Patty before, how lucky are we to be in a place like this and
Yeah.
be able to have our families here.
And you do so much. You do so much for so many.
We're not going to deny that we do so much. But
Yeah. And who was it who said to me, they are a Lulu of a couple?
that's nice.
Because
Yeah.
Lulu's is just, I mean, everybody's favorite.
We love Lulu. We love the place. We love the atmosphere. We love our staff. We're very happy to have that restaurant. And one of the things that makes us happiest about the restaurant is that we can benefit charities with that restaurant, and we do that. And
yeah, we do a lot of that, and it's we can do it. It's the right thing to do. It's fun. Our staff loves it. They appreciate the fact that we help other people.
Right.
And it's a happy place. As we say, there's always a party at Lulu.
I know, I love that. I love that. Tell me a little about when you first met.
Jerry was, it's kind of interesting, Jerry was and still is, a magazine publisher, trade magazines, with a company, Keller International Publishing, that started in 1882.
Yes,
right?
I didn't start it.
And I was running a labor union, and we would take his Mercedes into one part of New York, and then go to the Labor Day parade, and then go back into his Mercedes and go to the U.S. Tennis Open. It was the oddest. I mean, we were really the odd couple, except we weren't.
Except you weren't.
It was just an unusual existence.
Because Barbara would go to her labor union meetings, and they loved her. And the comments were, "We love her. If you like your knees, you better be nice." But it was really interesting, because the difference between my magazines at that time were all beverage magazines, and we dealt with all the major beverage companies, and their conventions were totally different.
Yeah.
And then we go to Barbara's meetings, and it was like day or night.
It was funny.
Well, you are absolutely our sweetheart couple of the day, the month, the year.
It's so beautiful.
Oh,
and
that's
so
very
lovely.
sweet.
And
Thank you.
And we just appreciate so much that we live where you live.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
As you are too.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
I don't want to cry. Be back.
Desert Lexus wants to make 2015 the year you drive a new Lexus. That includes the exciting new 2015 NX crossover SUV or the performance-minded 2015 RC and RCF Coupe. Add our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles, high level of customer service, and convenient Saturday service hours, and 2015 looks like the perfect year to drive a Lexus, making the most of every moment. Desert Lexus in the Cathedral City Auto Center or online at desertlexus.com.
It's very possible that this is going to be my super favorite show. I've laughed, I've cried. To my right is Michael Childers, and to his right is the fabulous Terry Ketover. You guys, thank you so much for coming back. We want to know everything about One Night Only.
Good. It's good to be
We're happy to be
good
here.
to be here again. You helped us sell out last year.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This year, it's called Back to the 60s. For those of us who remember the 60s, the best music, the best time. It's going to be over 24 Broadway and pop and rock singers. It's a pop and rock show. We've always done Broadway. But we've got Mary Wilson, Leslie Gore, we've got Loretta Devine doing Aretha Franklin, Lou Christie, Lightning Strikes Twice. Remember that one?
I do.
Weren't we on American Bandstand dancing to that?
No, actually, I was on Shindig.
Oh, yeah?
Philly.
Oh,
Shindig Roadshow.
Liz Calloway and Ann Hampton Calloway, and Rufus Wainwright, the big pop star, is coming in for the show.
Wow.
So we're really excited about that. And the show is essentially back to the Beatles and the Doors to Dylan, Janis Joplin, Dusty Springfield, Aretha Franklin, Jersey Boys, Laura Nyro, wasn't she great?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Joni Mitchell, and we're closing the show with "Let the Sunshine In" from Hair, because I was a flower child back in the 60s. Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be a really knockout show. Yeah.
It gets
And
better.
you know what
every
we
year.
just saw this morning, Terry and I? We saw our TV commercial, which was done in LA last week, with the fabulous Charo and hysterical Bruce Valanche. It's a great commercial. Thank you, Bill Nicholson of Flooring Innovations, for producing and sponsoring this. But it's going to go on air right very soon.
Oh.
And it will be so funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's award winning.
Yeah.
So Michael's left very little for me to say, except that, as always, we know that it'll be a sold-out show. We know it'll be a wonderful show with Michael producing.
Yeah.
And we know that it will net for Jewish Family Service of the Desert almost $250,000. This is our
Amazing.
8th year. And as I told you last year when Michael and I were privileged to sit here and chat about One Night Only, in the 7 years up till now, Michael has raised well over $1 million, almost $1.5 million for Jewish Family Service of the Desert.
Awesome.
And that enables them to provide the invaluable services they do in the community to anyone in need, regardless of religion, lifestyle, gender. Jewish Family Service is the largest provider of nonprofit, largest provider of free counseling to mental health counseling in the community, and provides all kinds of other services for seniors, children in the schools.
Isn't that
They're a
amazing?
great group.
So they're terrific.
And I just love working with them. And I'm so happy this bring in a lot of money to help people in the desert.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
And I love it when the money that is made stays in the desert.
Yeah.
And it does. It really helps. It benefits our community. It benefits mostly low-income people in our community who need it so desperately.
Right.
Jewish Family Service is there for them. They're the safety net. And so it gives us great pleasure to do the show to benefit Jewish Family Service. But I should say we would do it anyway because it's just so
it's
much
the
fun.
most fun
It's so much
show. And the Desert Sun said we're the best show in the desert every year.
Every year.
Every year.
boy.
We rock, and this year we are rocking with
are.
Back to the 60s.
Yeah, I think people will find it a really fun change after a lot of the
A lot
years
of the Broadway
Broadway.
stuff
It's going to
we've
be
done.
I think
really
that's a
fun.
good
They'll be
point.
singing along.
I've always wanted to do this, a rock and pop show, because I am a child of the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started doing album covers and stuff with Joni Mitchell, the Jefferson Airplane, and it was a wild time.
Wild
it was really
time.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
But we should mention to call the McCallum box office for tickets. There are
Good.
some good ones left, and that is
760-340-ARTS. Those are for the general tickets. There are also a handful of VIP tickets left, which are really prized because they include not only premier seating at the show itself at the McCallum, but a wonderful dinner after party with the show cast, and they have been known to get up on the table and sing. It's like a second show. It's
That's
really fun.
fantastic.
It's really fun.
They're great.
So fantastic.
They're so happy that the show went well. They get on tabletops and start doing numbers from Broadway musicals. It's great.
Well, and
And
you
you
know
could-
what else? Maybe I'm sure it's true. They're really happy that the money is going.
They are.
Where it's
You know,
going.
I think it's really important to remind the community, these performers, and some of them are hugely accomplished and well-known performers, they donate their time.
And they fly
the fact
from
that
Toronto
Michael
and
has
New
that
York.
Rolodex,
Yeah.
and he calls
Yeah.
these people and they jump. They say they're treated beautifully. They know that they're well received by the desert community.
Yes.
And they are
Yes, yes.
anxious to come every year. And by the way, with the weather the way it is in most of the country in February, they should be thrilled
They
to be
should be
here with
very,
us
very thrilled.
here in the desert.
I'll drink to
Yes,
that.
yeah. I mean, Palm Springs is an easy magnet for this show. When you say, especially when it's snowing in New York this week. Would you like to come to Palm Springs for 4 days and sing in a big show? Oh yes.
Yeah, last time I said no, I didn't hear the question.
No, they are great, and because they give up 5 days of their life to do this one night, and I am amazed by the talent and their generosity. Every year I'm amazed.
You guys are both absolutely fantastic for doing what you're doing and making the Coachella Valley so happy and making so much money.
Well, I would like to just say how important it is that we have so many people working on this and devoting so much time year-round. My co-chair, Barbara Fromm, and our honorary chairs, Barbara Keller, and Helene Galen, Harold Matzner, and Annette Block. So it couldn't be done without them.
You're great.
So glad you said that.
They're great.
Okay, all the best. And we will go now to Father Howard Lincoln. Father Lincoln.
There was once an eagle who found himself in a hen house with all these chickens. And surprisingly, soon the eagle got used to all the chickens and the surroundings of the hen house, and even got used to the 3 squares a day of the chicken food. But one day, the hen house door was left open, and the eagle ventured outside. A little scared at first, the eagle turned towards the light of the rising sun, and the eagle raised its beautiful wings, and giving the cry that eagles give, he soared far into the crystal blue sky, never to return. Some of us are like the eagle in the hen house. Our hen house is fenced in by people, sometimes making schemes to make money, searching for fame, maybe comparing ourselves to other people, and maybe at times even a little greedy, captive really, not truly free. The light of the rising sun set the eagle free. You can fill in for yourself who that sun is, maybe God, maybe Christ. The important thing, though, is that you set yourself free and see the light.
Thank you, Father Lincoln. Father Howard Lincoln, Sacred Heart Church. I want you to know that before he was ordained a Catholic priest, Father worked in television and banking. And we are so happy he's with us, and we're happy you're with us. I want to thank all my guests today. What a great show. I hope that you realize that this is our 21st year. We're back on CBS every Saturday, 4 o'clock, but all the time at Pattie, PATTIE.TV. Thank you, much love, big hugs, and happy continued New Year, and happy Valentine's Day to you and your sweetheart.